So he came through and Nipsey said he'll do the track or whatever. Went to the House of Blues, went backstage, kicked it with Nip for a little bit, saw him perform and shit like that, and hung out a little bit, and then we got straight to work, went to the studio. Nipsey had his shit wrote, I had my shit done, I laid it down, and Nipsey did his thing, man, and so it's definitely a blessing. It's definitely, looking at it now, it's definitely a blessing to be able to work with one of the greats, so I'm gonna put it out again, y'all gonna feel that shit. Flyboy Kane, A-Town's finest, underdog of the South. When I first started out in this shit, I was Lil Kane, you know what I'm saying? And that's like a name I got from Menace Society. It's a cat over there that kind of resemble how my life kind of was. But it's just like, I've been doing this shit for a minute, as time went on, I didn't have, kids and shit, and nigga ain't little no more. So it's like I didn't want to be in that little. And then right nowadays, it's like little is a whole bunch of mumble rappers and shit. So got a son now, so he Lil Kane, you feel me? My main goal is definitely establishing my brand. Right now, a little short-term goal is just building the right team around me. The people are trying to get to the same places I'm trying to get. Would always want to own my own music and be able to have assets and own different businesses and be able to, pass it down to my kids so we can have some generational wealth. It's about the long haul. It's about being able to build something up, being consistent and having a real good catalog so people can always refer back to, because it can be any given moment that you can blow. And so it might be falling on deaf ears now, but when your chance comes, people gonna check back for them songs. So just building up that catalog. So I don't really want to work for nobody. I'm trying to do this by myself. Put A-Town on the map. You feel me? I mean, I have a lot of new shit coming out. I'm trying to drop something every month to be consistent, like I said, but my next single I'm probably gonna drop is probably a song that I got called Picture Me Creeping, featuring homie CMC The Gutter. I'm also got another track, it's kind of like a cypher track with Gutter from AAE and G-Jet. So, but a lot of shit that people know me for is, of course, the track I did, High as a Motherfucker. That's always get a lot of, people rocking in the club. If you go back and check the catalog, I got a lot of shit that I didn't drop. Let's Take a Ride, featuring Cat Carter, videos on YouTube for that shit. I just dropped a single called Wear That Though for the strippers, so that's definitely a club banger. I got some shit with as a comedian in H-Town called Jeff Shelley. I got some shit I'm about to drop with him. It's just got a lot of shit in the work, man. It's just about timing and shit. I got around Thanksgiving time, I'm gonna drop like a gospel track with some gospel rappers, and shit's gonna be banging. So, what I'm saying, I'm just trying to stay versatile with it and just come from different angles. I think probably one of my hottest tracks I got out right now that's on streaming services everywhere is my song Whole Lotta Gang Shit, featuring the homie Black Hebrew. It's definitely a club banger, it's definitely some shit that you can pull up with. It's a track that I released a while back with the late great Nipsey Hussle. I'm gonna re-release that shit. The track with Nipsey, I've been like a day one fan of Nipsey, so it's just I was just banging his shit, since he first came out with his shit. I have a cousin that's from Cali who knew Nipsey's manager at the time, Steve Lobel, and I asked my cousin, I was like, man, can you think you can get Nipsey on the track? And, he went and worked his magic and shit, and Nipsey was coming through Dallas at the time with the game at the House of Blues, so he came through and Nipsey said he'll do the track or whatever. Went to the House of Blues, went backstage, kicked it with Nip for a little bit, saw him perform and shit like that, and hung out a little bit, and then we got straight to work, went to the studio. Nipsey had his shit wrote, I had my shit done, I laid it down, and Nipsey did his thing, man, and so it's definitely a blessing. It's definitely, looking at it now, it's definitely a blessing to be able to work with one of the greats, so.
That's cool, Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah. I mean, it was, to me at that time, it was real big, but, it wasn't a Nipsey Hussle as he eventually got, but at that time, so like I said, I was banging this shit every day. I was telling people like, man, I need to hear this motherfucker, this nigga's jamming, and And then, you know, a couple of months later to be in the studio with him. And, you know, I remember just looking through the glass when he was spitting that shit. And I was like, damn, you know, so I'm working with this dude, you know what I'm saying? And we went outside and took pictures. I ain't want to fan on a nigga and shit, but it was just like, hell yeah, that's what's up, you know what I'm saying? And now with him being such a legend that he is, it's definitely, you know, not too many motherfuckers can say they did that, so. I'm on like my third or fourth project right now. I'm consistently putting out singles and, you know, I did this thing everywhere. I did South by Southwest, I did music overseas. I did tours in different other states, so just, you know, achieving me just to still be at it, still be competitive in the game and keep up with the climate of hip hop as it is right now because it's changed and a lot of people are trying to be like everybody else and I still find myself in this maze and be able to come up with dope shit. So that's an achievement and, you know, I got many more achievements to come. I mean, shit, Flyboy Kane, 512 everything, man, on Twitter, you know what I'm saying, Instagram, you know, Facebook, Snapchat, it's Flyboy Kane 512. YouTube, I got hella content as far as videos. You go in there, you be like, this nigga been doing this shit for a minute, you know what I'm saying? And I'm yet to drop some whack shit. So, you know, it's all about, in this game, it's not really about talent, it's about, you know, 90% about your hustle. So that's where we at right now. We getting our hustle right and we getting the people around us and keeping good energy. So the music always been there and it's always gonna be there. It's just all about timing. So I really feel like, you know, it's time right now. Flyboy Kane, A-Town's finest, underdog of the South. You can check me out on Instagram, Flyboy Kane 512. Same thing on Twitter, same thing on YouTube. New music coming every day. Just follow me on all streaming services because I'm dropping shit every other month. Like I said, underdog of the South, A-Town's finest. You feel me?